Okay. Move it this way a little bit. Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining Friday 30-minute power. Let's where do we want to start? Let's actually start on the heels. So if you want to face the front, you can have the toes untucked or have the toes tucked. And just kind of hold yourself here. Maybe roll out the head a couple times. Roll out the shoulders. If you need like props or blocks or whatever you got going, if you need those, you can go ahead and grab them. Grab a water if you want it. And then we're going to take the hands on the hips. We're going to kind of jump into kind of a little cat-cow work. So hands are going to come on the hips. We're going to inhale and lift the chest for cow. Kind of send the elbows back. And then exhale, round the back and kind of press into the front of the hip bones and tuck the chin. Kind of broaden out the shoulder blades. Inhale, coming forward. And then your exhale to come back. So doing it a couple times. Big inhale, so lift the chin maybe. Exhale to pull it in, kind of reach the shoulders all the way back behind you. Kind of feel the low belly and the core kind of compress in a little bit. Okay, one more pair. It's okay. Nothing's there. And then coming back to the center, just kind of shake out the arms a little bit. And then we're gonna go straight to tabletop. So once you get there, we'll take the hands under the shoulders, knees right under the hips, and you're gonna sway the hips side to side. And then when you come back to the center, we're gonna extend opposite legs and arms. So the left arm is gonna reach out, and then the right leg is gonna pull back. And then we're just gonna take some crunches. Exhale, left knee to right, left elbow, right knee. Inhale to reach. Really reaching the shoulders up towards the sky, rounding the back a little bit, reaching everything forward through the fingers, through the toes. 2 more. Good. And then as you reach everything back out, the left arm is going to come to the left and the right leg is going to go to the right. And then you're going to crunch everything into the middle. So the left elbow back to the right knee in the middle, and reaching it up, sending it out to the sides, pulling it in. Inhale to reach. Exhale. Last one. Good. Dropping everything down straight to the other side, right arm out. Left leg back. Make sure the left toes are really pointing down so that you're not kind of opening up the hip. And then right elbow, left knee, curl it under, reach it out nice and far. Two more. Good, and then as they come back out, they'll bring them over to the sides, right arm to the right, left leg to the left. Exhale to curl. Reaching out. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. Good. And then dropping everything down. Give it a little shake. Shake out the knees. And then we're going straight to down dog. So you can walk the hands forward a little bit. Tuck the toes and really kind of gradually send the hips back. Lift them up. Pedal one knee out. Pedal the other knee out. One more breath here, shaking out the head, stretching through the arms, pressing down through the palms. And then go ahead and hover the knees like in tabletop. So it's like you're bending the knees, but hovering them. And then just kind of taking the shoulders a little bit more forward so they come over the hands. Holding it here. So it's a pulling in of the belly button, maybe kind of rounding the back a little bit so you're pushing the ground away, but keeping the knees low. One more breath. And then up and back for down dog. Good. Last time, shaking the head no. Shaking the head yes. Bend one knee, bend the other. Good. And then the left leg is gonna lift. Inhale, we're taking the left knee to the left elbow. So kind of roll it forward to plank. And then you're just gonna drop the left toes right down where they go. So just drop the toes. Step the right foot up to match the left foot, bend the knees, and then inhale and lift up for a pike press. So stretch up onto the toes, keep the heels high. Press down through the hands, keep the hips all the way up there. Hover the knees back down, reach the right leg back, and then reach the left leg back, three-legged down dog, lifting it up. Same thing, 2 more times, left knee, left elbow, drop the toes, step the right foot up to the left foot, lift the hips, pike press, coming back down, right foot steps back, left leg, three-legged down dog. Last time, knee to elbow, toes down, right foot steps up, hips lift up, bend the knees, right foot steps back, left leg lifts. And then drop that left foot. Other side, right leg, knee to elbow, just drop the right toes right down, left foot steps up, lift the hips, pike press. Hips coming down, left foot steps back, right leg, three-legged down dog. 2 more. Knee to elbow, toes, lift the hips. Coming down, left foot steps back, right leg up. Last time. Knee to elbow, toes down, other toes forward. Lift the hips. Coming down, left foot back, right leg, three-legged down dog. Right foot drops down. Good, 3 breaths here. Nice big breaths. Kind of lengthen out through the sides. So you're stretching back away from the palms a little bit more. Good. Looking up, top of the mat, couple steps, a little hop, all the way up. And then exhale, forward fold for ragdoll. Sway it out, left and right. This is kind of your chance to get the breath back. Using the toes to kind of help you and not really fall over to each side. Good. And then coming back to the center. We'll drop the hands and step the left foot back to revoltine lunge. So left foot steps back, left hand stays down, right arm lifts. And then really pull that right shoulder back, send that left front of the hip forward, pull that right hip back towards that left heel. Good. 1 more breath here. Keep pressing up, keep lifting up. And then come up to crescent. So the legs shouldn't really move. You're just moving the torso and the upper body up to the ceiling. Good. And then reach forward, send the arms forward. Hold it here, about 2 breaths. Good. Drop the hands, drop the left knee. You can either stay here in a low lunge, or if you want to take the left hand down, reach the right arm up and bind and grab onto the left foot. So it's a little quad stretch. And then back to down dog. If you want to lift that right leg, three-legged down dog, you can. Shake it out. Good. Right foot drops down, a couple steps, little hop up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift once you're there. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Lift yourself up just a little bit so you can step the right foot back to revoltine lunge. So right foot back, right hand down, left arm lifts, and you're really spinning the chest over to the left and pressing up off that right shoulder. So the hips can lift up a little bit, but it's more like the inner thighs pulling together. Good, holding it here. 1 more breath. Keep the legs there. Inhale, lift the chest. Crescent lunge. Good, hinge forward. So just send the belly button forward towards that front left thigh and then really reach out through the fingertips. Crown of the head is pulling forward. Back heel is pulling back. Do 1 more breath. Exhale, drop the hands, drop that right knee. Stand in low lunge, or if you want to get the quad stretch, left arm reaches behind. Pick up that right foot. And maybe pull the hips back if you don't want so much of the stretch in that right hip flexor, which is the front of that right quad. If you want to lift up a little bit and come out, you can do that. And then back to down dog or a three-legged down dog. Left leg up and back if you're going for it. Shake it out. And then drop that left foot. Couple steps or a little hop to the top of the mat. Maybe extra step, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Close the eyes, intertwine the arms. Really pull the elbows down towards the toes. Stretch the backs of the hamstrings. Kind of find a little stillness here. Good. And then drop the hands. We're going to walk the feet all the way back to plank pose. Taking a nice chaturanga push-up. We've kind of forgotten about these. Chaturanga, back up to plank. Up to plank. One more. Chaturanga. Up to plank. And then coming all the way down to the belly. Coming all the way down. Little cobra, flips the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift the chest forward. Draw the shoulders down. Back onto the belly. And then lift it back up for plank. So tuck the toes, lift it back up, and then drop it to forearm plank. And you're gonna flip to the tops of the feet. You should feel the core way, way, way more here. Good. Pushing up through the elbows, kind of pull the navel up towards the sky. And then all the way down to the belly. Inhale up for a little easy sphinx. So kind of pressing into the forearms, you might have to walk them up a little bit so the elbows are right under the shoulders. Holding it here, 3 breaths. This is kind of like your break. Good. Coming down to the belly, press up back to plank pose, hands on the shoulders, tuck the toes, up for plank, exhale, down dog, up and back. Couple steps, little hop up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hinging down. Lifting up, kind of that reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Starting Namaskar A with a little bit of a pace. So exhale, forward fold, a little bend in the knees. Halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step the feet back, plank pose, take the flow, chaturanga or to the belly, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lifting up, shifting back through down dog. Good. Couple steps, little hop up to the top of the mat. Halfway. Exhale, rising up, standing. Starting Namaskar B, exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, send the hips back, pull the shins back, lift the chest kind of away from the thighs, so you kind of draw it nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold, take the flow back to down dog, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, chaturanga, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg lifts, warrior 1. Bend the knee, really bring it into the nose, into the chest, and then step it forward. Right heel comes down. Inhale, lifting up. Good. You're gonna stay there. You're gonna intertwine the thumbs. How do I show you this? Intertwine the thumbs, and then lift up and take a nice side stretch over to the left side. So that left thumb is really pulling that right thumb. You just kind of feel it come through the shoulder a little bit. But keeping the chest nice and square to the front. To the other side, exhale to the right. Maybe bending through that front knee a little bit more. Hands come up, release the thumbs. Exhale, take the flow to the other side. Down dog. Right leg lifts. Knee to nose, step it up, warrior 1. Left heel down. Inhale, coming up. Hook the thumbs. Palms still face the front, fingertips are up towards the sky. And side stretching to the right. Over to the left. To the center. Release the thumbs, drop the hands, take the flow. To down dog. Couple steps, little hop up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale. Chair pose, I like to take the arms behind, swing them up. And then holding it here, 2 breaths. And then inhale up to standing. Inhale, lift up, stretch up, take a big stretch. And then exhale, ragdoll. You can separate the feet. Sway it out a little bit. Good. And then just find yourself in the middle. Kind of bend the knees extra. And then really just sink the chest on top of the thighs. Hold yourself there. Somebody was calling me. Heel toe the feet back underneath the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come on the shins, pulling kind of the chest forward, and hold yourself there. If you want, you can kind of take it a step further and then another step further. Take the hands behind the head, so put a little bend in the knees, so you kind of help the low back, and you kind of help the full back flatten out. And then that extra step is reaching the arms all the way forward. And holding it there. Lift the shoulders up a little bit, up into the upper back. And then exhale, drop the hands, step it back, plank. Take the flow. Upward. Exhale, downward. Good. Right leg is gonna lift. Inhale, bend the knee, flex the foot. Right foot steps up for warrior two. So as you step it up, you'll pivot open to the left. Left heel comes down and reach the arms out to a T. Nice and wide, warrior two. Good. Hold it in here. Exhale, reverse. Left hand to the back, left thigh. Really kind of lift the right ribs up and back behind you as you stretch the right arm over the head. You're going straight for triangle. So as you come up to Trikonasana, straighten the front leg, dip the body all the way forward, little micro bend in that front knee. Dip, dip, dip as far as you can go. And then drop the right hand down. I kind of like to take it to the outside of the right foot. Or if you're on the ankle or the shin or block or something. One more breath, finding a little stillness. A little awareness in the muscles, how they feel, how the body feels. Good. And then coming back for warrior two. So putting that bend in that front knee, maybe cartwheeling the arms up. Good. And then you're gonna just drop the left hand, so it's like a little cartwheel down. Left heel lifts up, left hand comes down, right arm lifts up. You're in that revolved high lunge. Take the back, no, take the top foot and step it all the way back and stack that right foot on top of the left foot. So left side plank. Good. So you're gonna do this little trick. You're gonna drop the right foot down flat so that bottom knee is gonna bend. Take the left knee to the left elbow. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, plank. Vinyasa. Woo! Give that left arm a breathe. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, pulling up and back. Good. Off the other way. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Step it through to warrior two. Right heel comes down. Heel to back arch, opening up. Reaching through the fingers, roll the shoulders back. Hold it here. And then reverse, exhale, right hand to the back right thigh or behind the back, left arm lifts up and over. Straight to triangle, so as you come up, straighten the front leg, dip the left arm way over the left toes, and then the hand will come down, the right arm will lift. I like to take the top ribs and give them kind of a little push to come down. You don't want them kind of super, super archy up there. So just relaxing and lengthening kind of through the hip, all the way through the ribs to the crown of the head. One more breath. Back up to warrior two. Good. And then you're gonna kind of just drop the right hand down, spin that right heel up, Lift the left arm up towards the sky, revolve high lunge. Keep that back knee kind of from collapsing down to lift up a little bit higher. And then right side plank. Left foot reaches back, stacks on top, holding it here. And then you're gonna try to plant the left foot down flat. That right leg will feel shorter. Right knee to the right elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plank, vinyasa, back to down dog. All the way back, downward facing. 3 breaths, here or child's pose, your choice. Those are kind of really big external rotation poses with the hips, so we'll give them a little bit of a stretch. Take your last breath wherever you are. And then if you're in child's pose, propping up to down dog, and then once we're all in down dog, a couple steps or a little hop up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Rising up to standing. And you're gonna take the right ankle, I'll face this way. Take the right ankle, make sure it's the ankle, cross it over the left thigh right above the knee, and then you're gonna go to kind of sit down a little bit. Big stretch on that outer right hip. And then if you wanna take it a little extra, you're gonna lunge forward just like we did that halfway lift. One more breath. Good. Eagle legs. Cross that right knee completely over the left knee. Maybe get the toes behind that left ankle. Right arm is going to cross on top of the left arm. You'll spin the wrists around. Palms will come to touch. And then you'll inhale, lift up the fingers, which lifts up the elbows in front of the face. And sink in the hips down. Good. Uncross, let it go. Forward fold. It's like sweat dripping in my eye. Rolling your way all the way up. Roll yourself up nice and slow. Kind of feel the muscles in the back. Good. Crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. Help that left knee kind of drop down a little bit. Find strength in that right foot to kind of keep the balance, especially the big toe and the right heel. And then if you sink down, arms can come up on the hips. If you're taking a little extra, reaching the arms out in front. One more breath. Eagle leg. Left knee crosses completely over the right. Maybe get the toes, maybe not. The toes can even help you for balance on the right side of that right foot. Left arm on top of the right arm, spin it around. I know I'm kind of cut off, but I swear I'm doing it. Holding it here. Probably could have tilted my camera up a little bit. That's right. Good. Last breath. Exhale, unwind, forward fold. Let it go. Nice. Give it a little sway. And then you're dropping down all the way on the back. Hips will come down. Rolling back. Good. Little side to side sway. All right. Spinal twist, both knees stacking over to the left side. Holding it here. Good. And then take the hands behind the head, intertwine the fingers. We're gonna crunch up for 5. So up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just kidding, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pull the shoulders up. Bring the knees back to the center. Hold it here. And then over to the right. Knees over to the right side. Keep everything up. Drop it down. Lift up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring everything back up. Rotate the knees back into the center and then extend the legs straight. Good. Left knee pulls in, right elbow to the right knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Hover the knees, extend them out. Right knee pulls in, left elbow to the right knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back. Hover the knees. And then let everything go all the way down. Feel it come to the ground. Nice big exhale. Winch over the knees, side to side. Good. Last hurrah, you're going for bridge or you're going for wheel if you feel comfortable in wheel. If wheel's kind of like not happening or haven't done it in a while, maybe let's do bridge instead. But if you feel good in wheel, you can go for it. So I'll do bridge with you. Feet are gonna come right in front of the hips. And then really start to kind of press down with the feet, engage the legs, engage the quads. Feel like you're pulling the inner thighs together, like the energy. And then arms are gonna come down. Inhale, lift the hips, pressing the feet a little bit more. Kind of drop the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe even a wiggle with shoulder blades underneath. And keep those hips nice and high. If you're going for a wheel, the hands come above the shoulders. I like to press up to the head first, and then start to lift all the way up. You didn't press down to the palms, press down to the fingertips, the elbows, the forearms, back to the triceps. Feel the chest start to lift up. Good. Lift the left leg up. I'm sorry, if you're in wheel, come down. I don't know if y'all are, I'm not really looking. If you're in wheel, come down to bridge. Then if we're on bridge, lift the left leg up. Cross that left ankle on top of that right thigh, kind of help that left knee press down. And then very slowly come all the way down onto the back. Hands come behind the head. The left elbow's going to the left knee, the right elbow's coming to the right foot, and you're gonna lift that right foot up off the floor. So we're meeting everything in the middle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, dropping back down to bridge, uncross, arms come down, inhale, lifting up. Once you feel comfortable, give yourself a second. Right leg pulls up. And then cross that right ankle on top of that left thigh. Press that right knee down, kind of opens up that right hip. Very slowly, kind of the top vertebrae is all the way down the back, onto the mat. Hands behind the head, same thing, crunch it up. Left foot lifts, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let it go. Whew. And then extend the legs out. Really open it up to a nice big V. Reach the arms over the head into a nice big V, kind of look like a starfish. Reach through the toes, reach through the fingers. And then let everything go. Either stay in there or kind of bringing everything back together for Shavasana. It's up to you. About a minute. Nice deep breaths, maybe exhaling out through the mouth. Relaxing the fingers and the toes. The feet kind of open up to the sides. Letting all the muscles relax. Starting to bring a little awareness back. Bring a nice deep breath in through the lungs. A big exhale out through the mouth. Wiggle the wrists. Wiggle the ankles. Give yourself a nice big stretch. And then very gently rolling over to the right side. We'll just take 1 or 2 breaths here. And then starting to press yourself up, coming all the way into seated, into Sukhasana, crossing the ankles, crossing the shins, taking a few rolls in the shoulders and the head and the neck, letting everything go. And then we'll take a nice deep breath in. We'll reach the arms nice and wide out to the sides. We'll bring them all the way up. Palms come to touch. And then we'll lower them down to heart center and take a nice bow over our hands. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me. Nice quick power. Get it in for your week. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you're sweating like me. I don't want to get really close to the camera, but you know.